Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Return of Marvel Legends Epic Heroes Doctor Doom. So we'll just do a quick little 360 of him. So one of my favorite, this actually is my favorite Doom figure. So we'll go ahead and check out the detail. Alright guys, so in the Epic Heroes wave, we only got these connecting bases. So Doctor Doom came with one piece of the little bases you can connect. He did not come to Build-A-Figure piece. And I'll go ahead and check out the little accessories he comes with. He comes with his classic Luger looking handgun, which fits nicely in his hand, as you can see. And also what's cool about him is you can take off his cape really simple, really easy, and also he's got a removable mask, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and check out the details first. We'll go ahead and start with the cape. It fits nicely over him. I really like how big this hood is. I do not have the Toy Biz Doctor Doom anymore, but I like how this one's my favorite just because of how tall he is. I like the darker green compared to the lighter green from the Ronin Wave Doctor Doom, which is the same mold. But I really like this cape, how it's like the darker green. You can see darker, I mean, it's kind of like, I'm losing my words. Kind of an army green, I guess, but just the way it's sculpted, it gives it that darker shadowing. But there is, you can see right there, you can see some of the darker paint applications on the cape, which really looks great. It fits nicely on him. I just like how the whole sculpt is of this cape. You can kind of see some of the stitching along the side here. I really like the gold paint applications on the front. And it just looks really cool, especially from the side. You can't see any part of his face. It looks really nice. I'm going to take it off just so we can go over the figure. Definitely looks goofy to me without the cape. But overall, the head sculpt looks really cool. I really like how the mask turned out with all the rivets and the bolts. I like how the mouth is, where you can see the darker gray along with the gold paint applications inside there. But just looks really cool. And I like the blacked out eyes. Just by the way the shadowing is, I don't think there is holes in there, but just by the way it fits on, you really can't see his eyes. You can kind of in a certain light, but I think it looks really cool. And it fits on perfect. I mean, it completely seals around. You can see it just, there's no flesh showing, which is nice. But I really like the silver paint. I think it looks really nice. You can see all the rivets around his neck. Get a nice little close up for you guys. Very cool. Coming along here, it's still that darker green, but you see the stretching of the materials, a little bit of the black or kind of a darker brownish look. It looks really nice. I like how the belt looks. It's got that nice texture. It gives it that leather look. You can see the big D for Doom. You see the little buckle there. That's nice gold paint application. It's kind of a darker look. And he's got these little, looks like little boosters right there at the back. But on his arms, it continues on. You see more of that rivet, but it does have a little bit of a wash on it to give it that worn look. Looks really nice. I like this hand. You can have him holding the like Tesseract cube or whatever you want. But I really like how the sculpt looks. Very cool. Reminds me of like a medieval knight. And it has a little skirt, but it has a little holster that fits nicely. You just kind of unplug it right there. And the gun fits nicely in there. But I really like the texturing, and it's very nice and pliable on the holster. You kind of push it on in there. See, it pokes out doesn't really poke out the bottom, but then you just kind of slide. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I'll do that later. But yeah, you just kind of slide this little plug in there. I cannot seem to do it all looking through the camera. It's a little harder. Anyway, you get the idea. And it's got the little skirt, the black, and then the legs continue on. It gives that knight medieval look to me again. Very cool. I like all these little rivets. Very nice. And I'll go and go over the articulation. So his head looks up about that much. Oh, and we'll go over his skin. Look at that. For a Hasbro figure, I think that looks awesome. Looks like a burn victim, but just creepy looking. Tons of scar. You can see a little nick in his lip. Very nasty, but very cool looking. Really like how this looks. And his pupils look good. Doesn't have any wandering eyes. Very nice. Nicely done. But we'll go ahead and go over the head articulation. So he looks up about that much, looks down, looks left and right. He's got ball joints in the shoulders. They move out. They move, come on, camera, forward and back. It does not have a bicep swivel, but he's got a single joint at the elbow with the rotation at the elbow. Move down. And he's got a swivel at the forearm. And that's it for the articulation in the hands. There's no no wrist articulation or hinge, which is kind of a bummer. His ab crunch is not the best. It slides about that much, and then it slides back. He's got a swivel up here. No waist joint. That is the waist joint right there. It can spread about that much. Kick out. It's definitely hindered by this. Not that far. It's got a single joint at the knee, and that's about as far as it's going to bend. So the bend at the knee is not very good. It definitely hits right there, and then it rotates, which I'm not a fan of. And then his ankles move side to side, and they bend out about that much. And up is not very doable because of this right here. And pedals bottom his feet. So he doesn't have the best articulation range, but I just like the overall. I'm more into the sculpt on this figure. I definitely wish in the future, I hope we get a Doom that looks like this, but with better articulation. So I don't really have him in any crazy poses. He's more just standing there with his gun. But I'll go ahead and show you guys how tall Dr. Doom is. Alright guys, so Dr. Doom stands right at... Let's tilt that camera up. Just with that cape on, just under about 6.5 inches. But then... with the cape off, yeah, he's about 6.5 inches tall. So the cape doesn't make him too much taller. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys. It's getting late. Now guys, I'll show you guys him next to Bucky Cap, just a classic 6-inch tall Marvel Legends. You can kind of see the... Very cool though. I definitely like this Doom a lot. Yes, his articulation is not the best. It definitely could be better. Gosh, I am all over the place today. I'm sorry. But overall look, I think he looks really good. I definitely like him more than the Toy Biz one, just because of the height and the overall. I just like the way this one looks. I just think he looks really cool. But I definitely say if you see him for a good price, he's definitely worth being picked up. There's not a whole lot of Doom figures out there besides the 2 Toy Biz ones from the box set and the one from Series 2. But then you can also get the Doombot. I think it is Series 2. And then besides the Ronin series and this Dr. Doom. But overall, I do like him. I think he looks really cool. My complaints are his articulation, especially in the legs. That, it just doesn't have that wide range of motion, and in the forearms. But overall, very cool looking figure. Definitely, guys, please leave a comment. Enough of my rambling. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great night, and happy Thanksgiving. Eat lots of turkey.